How to make a catapult in Garry's mod. Boom. Alright everyone, today I'm going to make a video on how to make a catapult in Garry's mod. So first you go into robotics and gears. This is for the base of the catapult. I use that sucker there. So you get that and freeze it, and then you need this thing. It's going to act as like the hinge deal. So yeah, you're going to weld that, use the easy weld tool to the top of the base. And secure it, turn it to whatever liking you need it, so it's shooting straight. I'm going to be shooting straight down that alley. Now you need the arm of the catapult, so just take one of these suckers out of robotic and gears. They're all pretty good. You're going to need a little box to hold whatever you're shooting out. I use a bathtub. Works pretty darn good. Now you're going to use the axis instead of the easy weld. Using the axis constraint. So get the end of the robotic arm and attach it to that thing that you welded to the base. And now you're going to see, I don't do this at first, but you need to weld, not weld, but secure using your physics gun. Secure that dealio onto the base. Yeah, I'm about to do it. Yep, right there. It's secured. So now you can see it swings freely. Yeah. So that is your catapult arm in its fully functional form. Now you get your bathtub up and you're going to easy weld that sucker onto your catapult arm. And yep, and then turn it to your directional liking. That'll do. And now you can see, once I grab it here, yeah, that sucker's ready to move. So I like to use ropes to secure it, the basket, I'll call it, onto the arm better. So you can do that. You don't have to. Sometimes if you're very ferocious with your catapults, they can come off. The baskets can. So I just use ropes just to secure it even more. Now for the propulsion system for the catapult, the thing that actually makes it move, use thrusters. So go into thrusters, make sure you have one key picked out. It's going to be your launch key. I use key number 5, which I have like set on my arrow key. So it takes me a while to figure it out, but I need to like set the thrusters at max. But I don't do that. But it works. It works. So next really important thing, you need to get your catapult arm set up to your release point. Decide where you want this thing to stop moving at. Because if you don't do this, then that thing's just going to fly all the way and hit the ground. So that's where I want it to release at. That's where I want it to stop, and the thing's going to fly out of the basket. So then you get a rope. Make sure that it's not rigid. It's not rigid. So get it to the top, and then find a place to secure it on the bottom. And that's going to stop it from moving once the thruster takes it up. So I will demonstrate it here. So I will release it. Okay. And then whoosh, hit the 5 button. Propulsion, though. The thruster moves. So, yep, there goes thruster, and it stops there. It's not very powerful at the moment because the thruster force isn't set at full volume or full power. So, I think I do that now. Yep, I'm upping the thruster power. And upping the thruster power. So, click. Putting on another thruster just for kicks. Oh, and I went out of the map there. So, yep. And that solved the problem of the speed of the catapult. So now it's legit. Now you need something to shoot. So you can use blue barrels if you're a nice, like, pacifist, non-violent catapult user. And whoosh, there it goes. There goes the blue barrel. Catapult test success. Now if you want to be more volatile or violent or whatever, you can use the exploding barrel, which don't get your hopes up because this one doesn't explode. It's kind of a failure, but it still shoots out. Make sure it's securely in the bathtub. Yay! And it just rolls. Just rolls. It's kind of sad. I'm frustrated, my screen's shaking. So my personal favorite thing to shoot are the flak shells in the useful and explosive section. So of the props. So flak shells, they're pretty cool. They're my favorite thing to shoot out of catapults. just because they look cool and they blow up cool. So I'll shoot this. There it goes. You can see it flying. And then, boom, little explosion. I'll fly over here and show you. That's right. And so now, just to test the damage causing whatever effects of the catapult, I'll put a couple Kleiners out here. We're having a Kleiner convention, but sadly they're at the business end of the catapult. So we'll see how the Kleiners fare. Go back to props, useful explosive, get my flak shell, and we'll put it safely nestled inside of the bathtub. And we'll send it to the Kleiners. Kleiner convention. Boom. Oh my gosh. Oh. There can only be one Kleiner. So, but then I just feel mean. So I take forever here and find a zombie. Had my mouse cursor on it. Yep. And I'll leave that down there. Sadly, it attacks the Kleiner. Like, why can't they just be friends? Oh yeah, so that's a catapult. Now I'm going to show you, so you don't have to keep putting in flak shells one at a time. You're going to use the prop spawner tool. So get your flak shell or whatever device you want to continuously use as your catapult ammunition, and get the prop spawner tool. Find a good button to use. That's you don't use for anything else. I use button number 1. You can have that set up. So click that prop spawner. So now whenever you hit the button number 1, a flak shell or whatever you use will spawn from that point. So it's pretty much like reloading the basket wherever you put this thing. So I'm gonna put it there. Watch. I'm gonna hit number 1, I think, and you'll see something fall out of that. Yep. So I hit number 1, and the prop spawned. So yeah, I'm gonna move it up here, get it out of the way, and then you need to weld that sucker onto your frame. That way it'll always be there. So this is not easy weld, we're using actual weld. Easy weld will screw everything up if you're doing it. So yeah. Now it's secured. I'm gonna take care of this zombie. Okay, took care of the zombie. And yeah, and I think I shoot this thing. Oh yeah, I have to unfreeze everything. Make sure if you have anything frozen, you freeze it. Then boom. It didn't blow up because the prop spawner does add weight to the whole catapult dealio. So you're gonna have to increase your thruster force if you want to maintain the momentum or trajectory or velocity, whatever physics term suits you. So I think I upped it to some insignificant amount, and now I'm gonna have to fix it again because this one still doesn't blow up. It still flies, kind of poopy. And yep, let's up it again, up it to 1,000, 10,000. Let's put another thruster on there. Yep. So three thrusters at 1,000. That's always good enough to get your product to wherever you need it to go. And I think this one should work. So it's flying. Fly like an eagle. And it didn't blow up. That makes me mad. So I just go out here and shoot them all. Yep. So it's really a delicate science to make a successful catapult. Here I'm launching them at myself. They're not blowing up. See, with the buttons I have set, I can remotely launch this. I don't have to be by the catapult. Just pressing 1 to get my flak shells in there, and then pressing 5 to launch the catapult. So it's really pretty easy once you get the hang of it, and you can use anything you want for the catapult base or catapult arms. This is just kind of this is what has worked best for me. That's a fun thing about Garry's mod, is you can make it work however you want to. So Yep. Spawn and shoot. There we go. Boink. I think, yeah. What am I doing now? Oh, here's a technique. Okay, that's right. You can use the ignite tool to ignite your bombs before you shoot them, which guarantees them to blow up. Yep, because they're on fire. And anything that's explosive in Garry's mod that you set on fire will blow up, which is really cool. So now we're going to make Kleiner Convention 2.0. It's a memorial. All the Kleiners are coming back to remember those Kleiners that were lost in the previous Catapult demonstration. So I'm going to launch it here so I can see the Kleiner damage firsthand. Oh, and he got taken out by a roller. Poor guy. Didn't even blow up, he just got smashed. Bummer. So, now that's the kind of damage you can do with just a non-blowing up item. Now we're gonna set it on fire and launch it. And it missed. No Kleiners were hurt in that launch. So, keep trying. If at first you don't succeed, keep trying. Boom. Didn't work. Keep trying. And didn't work. Oh my gosh! We got them all that time, actually. Way to go, guys. So yeah, that's the beauty of the catapult and the blowing up stuff and the prop spawner. And that's the end of my movie. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something so you can enjoy Garry's mod more.